Welcome back
Hello.
to Battle of the Gods Part 2. We are once again joined by a good friend / frenemy, Tim.
Yep.
He's
He's been here for 3 weeks.
He's probably most known for the meme, cats are in fact... No, lions are in fact cats.
It was a stunning revelation we saw in real time.
So if anyone remembers from last time, meaning we have repeat listeners, fist pump.
Yeah, 5-star.
We're up to round 2 of Battle of the Gods. The matchups we've got for round 2 are Brahma versus Nana, Ra versus Thor, Jesus versus Shiva, and Loki versus Zeus. So Brahma versus Nana, we'll just go down the list.
Yeah.
Brahma versus Nana. Look, I've got to be honest, every time I read Nana, I just think of an actual human Nana.
Yeah, I'm adding extra letters and I'm reading banana.
But either way, a Nana, a human Nana, or a banana would probably lose to Brahma,
The creator.
the creator.
Which, and just as a little recap, Brahma is the creator god responsible for bringing forth the universe and all living beings, and the ability to create from nothing, like something now.
Yeah,
You know.
that's the biggest mystery in
Whereas Nana sort of
can bake cookies, take the grandkids to the park.
Clean white shirts really, really well.
Yeah.
mine used to like smoke cigarettes really well, and like she'd sit there knitting, and then one day I actually saw her turn the TV off when an Old Spice ad came on, and the black dude took off his shirt. She got up, none of that, and sat back down and kept on knitting. bit of a tangent, but it's history.
So she wasn't a fan of Uncle Ben's?
No, not at all. Get to talking about the Japanese. Goodness gracious me.
Well, I think we'll let Tim decide who gets through on this.
Yeah. Brahma.
Brahma. Next up, we've got Ra, the sun god, versus Thor, the god of thunder.
Well, what do we think? Because Ra, like, if we're talking like Yu-Gi-Oh, Winged Dragon of Ra, like, that's an ultimate sort of move. But I don't know, it's the immortality thing with Thor that's a little bit. But also, Ra's the god of the sun, so it's just like I'm gonna get your sunburn.
So it's like because if Thor kills Ra, it's kind of like the sun won't come up the next day. So it's like
It puts Apollo out of a job. Ra... Oh, hang on. Ra was also believed to be the creator of the universe, including Earth, Heaven, and the underworld, and all the gods and humans within them. That's pretty all-encompassing.
that's everything. Thor's just a dude with a hammer who can't die.
So you can, like, just toss him out of the ring or, like, just imprison him and just be like, what are you going to do? It's like, the Black Knight and Monty Python. It's merely a flesh wound, come back here, I'll bite your kneecaps.
But as the creator of the universe and all the gods, presumably including Thor, I might give this one to Ra.
What do you think, Timbo? And I just like, Ra has a bird for a head as well,
And
so...
Just so you know, if you do pick Thor, essentially you're, tacitly admitting your sort of preference for Aryan type people. And all the connotations that come with that.
Aryan, I think he means Abrian.
I mean, the Yu-Gi-Oh reference is probably enough to get me across the board. Yeah, Ra.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris Hemsworth.
Ra it is.
There will not be a Thor 5.
The winged dragon of Ra. Now this one's going to be a tricky one. Jesus of Christ fame
Yep.
versus Shiva, the destroyer.
Well, because you're the Shiva expert, I'll just.
So you essentially got the Lord of Time, and just to remind listeners, this is a direct quote from Shiva. Look at me, I am time itself, and I must one day destroy your world as I have always done.
It's just so cool.
That's tough to beat.
It's so cool.
That's tough to beat. So he's got control over time. Just from me looking in, Jesus seems like a bit of a pacifist. I know.
If Shiva controls time, and we agree that like time is sort of motion, and Jesus is omnipresent, so present everywhere, at all times. I mean, like stop time, but like, I mean, I don't know. Does the future exist? Is the past an illusion? Yeah, I don't know. Nope, healing the sick's not going to help. Restoring the sight to the blind, nope. Raising the dead, demonstrating divine power, which I presume is pulling, like, fish out of a basket.
Really good in a fight as well. Shiva is known as the remover of obstacles. He can remove an obstacle and pave the way for spiritual progress. I mean, with Jesus, like to get spiritual progress, you have to like go to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
Shiva can just do it for you.
Yeah.
Maybe Jesus wouldn't have had to be crucified and go through all that stuff if Shiva was around. He could have just gone, just spiritual progress, done.
Yeah, done. It's like, no, I don't need to invent a toilet. And
What?
sorry, more of a cultural criticism there. It's like, well, if your obstacles and stuff can just be removed, it's like, well, you're not going to put any work into it, are you? You're just sort of going to coast by and wait for...
What obstacle does having a toilet solve?
That's not what I was getting at, but I guess you can be like, you're not plugged up anymore.
Kim Jong-un didn't have to go to the toilet. I know he's gone, but I feel like he could. Based on that.
Well, okay, it doesn't seem like JC is gonna sort of prevail.
But yeah, all powerful and all knowing. I don't know. It's a tough one. I think we should let Tim decide.
Shiva, the Destroyer. That quote is just too good.
Yeah.
If he said that before the fight, as like, you know, boxers do when they do their pre-fight talk,
Yeah.
I'd just be like,
No.
There's no way I'm messing with that dude.
There's a UFC, like there's a Muslim dude there, I can't remember his name, but like he's got this quote like, you know, I lead men into deep waters and they discover themselves. I'm like, fuck. What does that mean? All right. Well, hopefully Jesus will absolve me for not getting him to the finals. Sorry, buddy.
Very good.
Now we have Loki, the trickster, versus Zeus, the king of the gods.
So, I guess by extension, probably Loki as well.
Well, we didn't go through Loki last time, so what are some of the...
Some of these are really cool.
What are some of the stuff he can do?
Well, he's a frost giant. I don't know, there's not a huge amount of relevance there, but he's got superhuman strength, strength, durability, stamina, speed, agility. The body's highly durable. Like he has a high level of physical stamina, allowing him to perform physically demanding activities for extended periods.
Like what?
Really hard work.
Like
yard work.
Stocking shells, just like, ow.
This is a perfect Woolies work.
Wage slave. He's got exceptional agility. He's a powerful sorcerer with a wide range of magical abilities. He's shape-shifting in various forms, including animals. You like sort of sneak up and you're like, you thought I was a duck, I'm not. Gotcha. Illusions. You can create convincing illusions. Energy manipulation. He can manipulate energy, including create energy blasts. Telekinesis, he can move objects with his mind. Teleportation. Cryokinesis, he can manipulate
things
ice.
cold.
Yeah, he can sort of like make you drink, make your beer nice and cold. Telepathy, he can connect to others with with his mind. He can imbue objects with magical properties. And this one's interesting. Loki can create rifts between dimensions. Is anything here, do you think, sort of stacks up to, do you think any of this is, like, going to give Zeus a bit of a run for his money?
It's objectively cool. He's got, like, objectively of the powers we've heard, the coolest set of powers. But I don't actually think they're very helpful in this situation.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, because even if you could, like, if you transformed it, if you're like in a ring and you're like ready to go, and then you transform into something that is just like I know you're that rock. I just saw you transforming.
I saw you doing.
And he's like, no, but it could be anyone. He's like, no, I just saw you.
And he's like, enters the ring and just like throws a handful of rocks on the ground and then turns into one as well. It's like, oh, you'll never. But then you could also go like, you may have seen me become this rock, but actually I was casting an illusion. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. It could just be doing magic tricks all the time,
And do you think? All right, would Zeus have much in the way to sort of stop Loki sort of picking him up with his mind and just sort of like bouncing him around the room, or throwing him into space or something?
Well, probably not.
And create a rift between dimensions, and like, well, you know, you might be all powerful, Zeus, but now you're entering the bug dimension.
But Zeus can teleport.
Oh, so you just teleport back.
Yeah, and okay. he could just like we said last time. Zeus can he can transmute people into. So like he's just like pick you up with my mind, and Zeus would just be like, guess what? You're a fish now. Good luck breathing on land.
Okay, well, how's this? So with like his telepathy, when he connects to people with his mind, he can see their memories. So like he's sort of like as like a pre-fight sort of like G up, just sort of like, oh man, what a Kronos bitch, you know, fucking, oh your dad doesn't love you, man. Like it's like, oh geez, you know, really demoralise him before. It's like, oh, you're right, I did marry my sister. Damn, you know.
I think I'm saying Zeus.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom Hiddleston.
It's a shame. Cool guy.
So now we've got 4 left, and I think we do like a round robin.
Yeah.
Just like whoever out of these 4 comes out on top. So we've got Brahma, the bro.
Yeah. The creator of the universe and all things.
We've got Ra, the sun god.
Also creator of the universe.
We've got Shiva,
the destroyer of the universe.
and Zeus,
Pretty cool dude.
king of the gods.
King of the gods.
I think the top god is Shiva.
As soon as he progressed past the first round, I was like,
It's funny going into this. I kind of thought. I mean, we were talking before we started recording, and I thought it would be Jesus. You know, omnipotent, omniscient, whatever the other one is.
Yeah. Conqueror of death.
Yeah. You know, like a god that's everywhere. That's tough to beat. I mean, yeah, like, but I thought Jesus would, or I thought maybe Zeus, and Zeus did go through quite high, but I didn't suspect Shiva would.
No. Yeah, so, I mean, Shiva just absolutely smoked Jesus. He just was like,
Yeah, I feel like just it's just that quote.
Yep.
It's such a cool quote. I don't think Jesus has anything like that.
No.
I mean, Zeus is maybe a bit of a hero because he's just going around banging people.
Yeah, and like turning into animals and banging other animals and stuff.
The great thing about the Greek pantheon is they just get up to all sorts of...
They're very dodgy characters. Like, they're not like all, perfect, sort of, immaculate. They're very sort of fallible, shitty people.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Ra he probably had a bit of an easy run. Let's be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, Brahma had the easiest one. Easiest run. I mean, he only had to take down Nana.
So if we say, like, if Brahma is the creator of the universe and Ra is the creator of the universe, Shiva the destroyer of the universe and all things. So if Shiva's one, do we sort of battle backwards to see who's second and third?
I don't think.
All right, that's it.
I think Shiva. There you go. So it's taken us, 2 episodes and countless minutes.
Completely
No way to
countless.
count them.
No way.
We've trawled through countless societies, indeterminate amount of gods. There's no way of knowing.
Shiva's a really cool man. I'm just bummed that she smoked Jesus so easily.
Yeah, I know. Tom Holland won't be happy. I don't think he's ever going to be coming on the podcast after this.
This destroyer of Jesus.
He got sheavered.
Well, I'm just shocked that, like, in all of human history, where you've got like people who've sat down and discussed the pantheons and stuff, we've never sort of come to such a definitive conclusion.
Yeah, and this is so. When we say this is a definitive conclusion,
It won't be talked about ever again.
no, like as a podcast, we are recommending that people abandon their current religions, whatever that may be, and either adopt Hinduism or just specifically
Shiva.
adopt some sort of like Shiva worship and incorporate that into their daily lives and societies.
Total bummer. I thought I was batting for Jesus. I'm sorry, buddy.
But it is kind of funny, like, seeing as this is a history podcast, all of these, it was like reading a superhero comic about all the various powers and things that they had. But the funny thing is, like, back in the day, and like some of these guys, people still believe, people believe this, and, we can look at ones like Zeus and stuff.
It's your framing of the universe.
Yeah.
And that story.
And you can, it's fascinating that you can talk about someone, say, like Zeus, who most people would say didn't exist, and all this is nonsense, essentially. And you can go, yeah, he did this and did this. And if you ask an ancient Greek, they'll believe, they'll be like, yeah, like a thunder, oh, geez, Zeus is up to no good, or whatever. But then if you translate that over to, say, like some of the current religions, people are... It's a totally different conversation, which is interesting.
It's sort of collapsed into a single, capital G, God, that embodies everything in the universe, as opposed to, I mean, like, the Greek guys, like, very, like, aspect of human nature, kind of, you can see how the story, people would relate to different gods and that, like, there's guys over here, like, this is an Apollo house, we don't talk about Zeus here.
Yeah.
We did it. We bloody did it. And I guess I'm converting to Hinduism.
Yep, there you go. So
abandon your gods. We've done the work for you.
we've worked out the best god is Shiva. And thanks for listening. Thanks, Tim, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's been 3 weeks now. You should probably go home.
Everyone's going to be worried.
Thanks again, mate.